Becoming a welder, pros and cons 2025. What's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into something I've been getting tons of questions about lately. Welding. I'm going to be straight up with you. I'm not a welder. Never claimed to be. But I've got buddies who've been in the trade for years. And I've done my homework talking to people in the field. From the new guys to the old timers who've seen it all. Why are we talking about this? Because in 2025, with all the talk about AI taking over white collar jobs, trades like welding are getting a second look from a lot of people. And honestly, some of you should be looking at it, but not all of you. So let's cut through the bowl and talk real pros and real cons of becoming a welder in 2025. The good, the bad, and the ugly as hell parts. Nobody on TikTok is showing you. Before we get started, smash that like button and subscribe. All right, let's get into it. The basics. Before we jump into the pros and cons, let's get something clear for the people who don't know jack about welding. Welding isn't just melting metal together like some oversimplified crap you might hear. It's the art and science of joining materials using heat, pressure, or both. You're literally manipulating metal at a molecular level. There's MIG, TIG, stick welding, flux core, different processes for different jobs. You've got positions that will break your back, make you sweat through your clothes in minutes, or have you hanging upside down like some kind of metalworking Spider-Man. It's technical, it's physical, and it's absolutely essential to modern civilization. Every building, bridge, car, ship, welding is what holds our world together. And here's the kicker. It cannot be fully automated. Not even close. Even in 2025 with AI doing all kinds of crazy stuff. A good welder is still irreplaceable. Now let's get into the meat of it. The pros. The money can be ridiculous. Let's start with what everyone wants to know. The cash. Entry-level welders, maybe 40 to 50K. Nothing to write home about, but here's what they don't tell you. Once you specialize and get some certifications under your belt, the sky's the limit. Underwater welders can pull 100K plus, easy. Pipeline welders, I know guys clearing 150K, working 6 to 8 months a year. Guys on oil rigs, 200K plus with the right specialties. And if you're willing to go where nobody else wants to, like remote locations or dangerous environments, you can write your own ticket. One of my buddies just got back from a 3-month contract in the Middle East. Made more in those 3 months than most people make in a year. For real. Job security is unreal. This isn't some tech startup that could fold tomorrow. This isn't some corporate job that could restructure your butt out of employment. The world always needs welders. Always has, always will. In 2025, with infrastructure projects popping up everywhere, renewable energy installations booming, and manufacturing coming back to the US, demand is through the roof. The average age of welders right now is somewhere around 55. 55. These old timers are retiring fast, and there aren't enough young people stepping up. Basic supply and demand, folks. Low supply, high demand equals job security for days. Number 3. No college debt. Nightmare. While your friends are drowning in student loans for degrees they might never use, you could be making serious cash with zero college debt. Think about it. Trade schools or community college welding programs, maybe 5 to 15K total. Apprenticeships, you get paid to learn. Some companies are so desperate, they'll train you themselves and pay for your certifications. 4 years after high school, would you rather be 100K in debt with a degree or have made 200K with skills nobody can take away from you? Number 4, you create real stuff. This is the part that gets me every time I talk to my welder friends. At the end of the day, you've made something real, something you can point and say, I built that. That bridge people drive over, you helped build it. The skyscraper changing the city skyline, your welds are in there. The super cool custom motorcycle, your craftsmanship made it possible. There is something deeply satisfying about creating tangible things in a world where so many jobs just push papers and pixels around. 5, independence and entrepreneurship. Don't want a boss? No problem. Once you've got skills and some equipment, you can go independent. Mobile welding businesses, custom fabrication shop, specialized service, and the opportunities are endless. I know welders who started with a pickup truck and a welding machine and now run companies with multiple employees. For the entrepreneurial minded, welding is a gold mine of opportunity in 2025. Number 6, Travel opportunities. Sick of being stuck in one place? Welding can be your ticket around the world. There are welder jobs everywhere. Ships need welders. Oil rigs need welders. Military bases need welders. Solar farms need welders. Construction projects in Dubai, Australia, Norway, they all need welders. One of my buddies spent 3 years basically traveling the world, working 3 to 6 months in a location, banking cash, then moving to the next project. Lived like a nomad, but with actual skill and income. The cons. All right, time for the part that welding influencers on Instagram don't show you. The real stuff that makes people quit. Number 1, it's hard as hell on your body. I'm not going to sugarcoat this. Welding will wreck your body if you're not careful. You're in awkward positions for hours, breathing in fumes, even with protection. Constant risk of burns, flash burn from the arc light, heavy lifting, repetitive stress. I know a 35-year-old welder who moved like they were 70. Bad backs, messed up knees, chronic pain, reduced lung capacity. Is it manageable? Sure, with proper protection, technique, and taking care of yourself. But let's be real, this isn't a desk job. Your body pays the price.
Quick break here. To check out which trade is good for you, you can access the free course in the link below.
Number 2, the working conditions can be brutal. Think about it. Where does welding happen? Construction sites in 100-degree heat or freezing cold, confined spaces in ships or pipelines where you can barely move, high up on a structure with nothing but a harness between you and the disaster, shops with minimal AC in the summer or heat in the winter. I visited my buddy at a shipyard last August. It was 95 degrees outside. Inside the hole where he was welding, probably 120 plus. He lost 12 pounds in sweat that week. This isn't a climate-controlled office with a Keurig machine and ergonomic chairs. The welding arc is basically a mini sun. It'll fry your eyes without proper protection. The fumes contain metals and compounds that your lungs absolutely do not want. Burns are just part of the job, from little specks that sting like hell to serious injuries. Long-term health issues include respiratory problems, hearing loss, it's loud, vision problems, and more. Can you mitigate these with proper equipment and procedures? Absolutely. Do all employers provide that or enforce those standards? Heck no. Number 4, feast or famine. Workflow. Unless you land one of those cushy union jobs or steady manufacturing positions, welding work can be incredibly inconsistent. Pipeline work, amazing money, but the job ends eventually. Construction, project-based by nature. Shutdown work, incredible money, but seasonal. You might make $30K in 2 months, then struggle to find work for the next 3. This feast or famine pattern requires serious financial discipline. The guys who blow their big paychecks end up hurting when the slow periods hit. Number 5, it can be isolating. Welding is often a one-person job. You're under the hood, focused on your puddle, in your own world. On big sites, you might be the only welder in your area. For traveling welders, you're constantly the new guy, away from family and friends. I've seen relationships crumble under the strain of pipeline schedules or travel work. It takes a special kind of partner to understand the lifestyle. Number 6, starting pay is often trash. I know I talked about the amazing money earlier, but let's be clear, that's not what you get on day 1. Starting pay for new welders can be garbage, $15 to $20 an hour in many places. That's like $30 to $40K a year, if you're lucky. The real money comes with time, specializations, certifications, and often the willingness to work in difficult conditions or locations. You will pay your dues in this industry, sometimes for years. Who should consider welding? After all that, who the hell would want to be a welder? Actually, quite a few people should consider it. People who hate desk jobs. If sitting at a computer all day makes you want to die inside, welding can be your escape. Hands-on learners. Not everyone is built for a traditional education. Some people learn by doing, creating, building. Welding rewards that. People seeking financial independence without college. If you need a real career path that doesn't require a degree, welding is one of the best options. Those willing to sacrifice short-term comfort for long-term gain. The learning curve is steep and the conditions tough, but the payoff can be huge. Artists with technical minds, some of the best welders I know are basically artists who found a way to make real money with their creative and attention to detail. Who should stay the hell away? Welding isn't for everyone. Seriously. People who can't handle physical discomfort. If you complain about being too hot or too cold or too sore, run away. Anyone who can't focus on detail for hours, one distraction can mean a ruined weld or worse, an injury. People who need constant social interaction, this can be a lonely job. Those unwilling to keep learning. Welding techniques and technologies evolve. The old-timers who refuse to adapt get left behind. Anyone expecting to get rich quick, the big money comes with time and specialized skills. There's no shortcut. So you've heard the good and the bad, and you're still interested. Here's what the path looks like in 2025. Training options. Trade schools / community colleges. 6 to 24 month programs, 5 to 15K total. Solid foundation, but limited hands-on time. Apprenticeship, 3 to 4 years of combined work and education. You get paid while learning. Union apprenticeships are gold standard, but competitive. Military, the armed forces train some of the best welders. 4 years of service, but you come out with skills, experience, and veterans benefits. Company training programs. Some larger companies have started their own programs due to worker shortages. Sometimes even free if you commit to working for them. Certifications that matter. AWS, American Welding Society certs are still the standard. The D1.1 is like the baseline. Specialized certs for high pressure pipes, aerospace, underwater, etc. are where the real money is. Safety certifications are increasingly important and can make you more employable. Closing thoughts. I'm not here to convince you to become a welder or not to become a welder. I'm just laying out the reality of the trade in 2025. It's one of the few careers left where you can still go from zero to hero without a college degree, where your skills matter more than your resume, where hard work and technical ability are still rewarded. But it comes with a price. Physical toll, tough conditions, inconsistent work sometimes. Is it worth it? Only you can answer that. What I do know is this. In a world where so many jobs feel meaningless or could disappear tomorrow, welding remains essential, tangible, and real. The world needs welders, good ones, dedicated ones. In 2025 and beyond, the question is, are you built for it? Think about it. If you've got questions about getting started, drop them in the comments. I'll get some of my welder buddies to weigh in with real answers. And if you're already a welder, watch this. Let me know what I missed or got wrong. This community is about real talk and helping each other. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Smash that like button if this helped, and I'll catch you in the next one. Stay learning, and as always, stay real. Peace.